Hi, everybody. This is Gayle. Welcome to our Luau. We have been joined by some amazing folks, as you know. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce them. We have up here in the...
Did we reduce the energy dependent?
Okay. Up in the corner, we have Valerie. Wave, Valerie.
Hey, everyone.
Then we have Mel Mel in the other corner.
Hey, what's
and
up?
we have Stellarpiper.
Yes.
Wave, Stellar. There we go. And we should be joined by a couple of others very soon. So we're going to have a luau. This was Laurel's idea, which is Candytheweeservicedog. And she should be here shortly. Her idea was just to kind of have a fun, relaxing, just super good time. And let's see, we have Candytheweeservicedog is in the chat saying she didn't get the link. So I will resend that. Tonya, you should have gotten the link also on Facebook if you want to join us.
Join the party. Trying to make sure I got everything right. I see your live stream is sent out to everybody. So who wants to start it off with the fun and excitement?
Not it.
You're not it. What do you mean you're not it?
I'm not kicking this thing off.
Okay. Well, let me get this link sent again, and we'll get some music. We're gonna have some trivia too.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry,
Well,
it's
I
not
make
bad trivia.
I make no promises. I with the assistance of Google, I'll be able to help you out.
What? No promises. No promises. Come on now.
Are you sending the link to Candy again?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless, did you want to? Do you have it up?
You better go for it because I just have the link you sent me.
All righty then. Nope, it's not flooding here, Peter Parker. Our weather's pretty good at the moment. It wasn't earlier, though.
Yeah, it's been raining most of the weekend, different states and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We had some sprinkles today, but that's it.
We had a terrible storm last night.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's the loudest thunder I've heard in a long time.
And we have just been joined by Tonya. Hi, Tonya.
How you doing?
Hi.
What's up? What's up?
Hi, Tanya.
It's been raining all week here. Just, little storms, and then all of a sudden you get thunder and lightning, and the wind's going crazy, taking your screen door with it. Then it's just a little sprinkle again.
That's crazy. Well, as long as everybody's safe,
Archer does not like the idea that water falls from the sky and he still has to go outside to go potty.
Aw.
He's
Yeah.
gonna have to get over that.
Guy.
But then he figured out, hey, if my paws are wet, I can skid across the house.
That makes sense.
104-pound
There it
puppy.
You said 104 pounds?
Yes, sir.
Aw.
Oh wow.
He
Okay.
lost 5 pounds.
Hey, that's good. Hey, why not?
That is good.
Every little bit counts.
Yep. I like your guys' lays. Those are cute.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We made these in Bible school one year.
Oh, how cool.
Those
Yeah, we
are
did
cute.
it like a luau Bible, it's a summer Bible study.
Okay, Laurel, you should definitely have the link. I just sent it to you.
sent it to you
says StreamYard browser-based live studio for professionals. It's on your Facebook. The PM message sent by Facebook.
Yeah, it took me a little longer to get home, get dinner. I was helping someone build a pen for about 24 quail.
Oh gosh,
Hi.
Okay.
that sounds fun though.
Oh, they're fun little birds, but man, they're fast little buggers.
I feel like speed is directly related to how small something is.
I know,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Think of the hummingbird.
Especially like with kids. The lower to the ground that kids are, the faster they go. I mean,
Yep.
chasing a toddler, oh my gosh. You just
Especially when
about
they
have to be
figure
an
out,
Olympic sprinter.
especially when they figure out they can go under things you can't.
Yeah. All right. Now we have Candy, the wee service dog.
Hello, I got my Bodacious hat on.
There we go.
Wait a minute, wait a
Me
minute. Let's
too.
see Candy.
Uh,
Come here. Candy's gonna wear her hat too. Come here.
Oh, Candy's got a hat. This ought to be cute. Can you guys hear the Hawaiian music?
no, I can't hear that.
No, there-
I don't hear any music.
Well, you should.
I don't hear
Alright.
anything.
I can hear it.
Hey, Steve, I need a Bodacious hat.
Okay.
Oh,
But
that's
wait
cute.
I don't have a Bodacious hat, but it looks nice.
Aw.
There.
I
Wait, hold
actually
on.
do. It's in the
No,
closet.
no, we're
Please
gonna let you
go,
off.
Candy.
Don't worry.
That's
She
funny.
said, "Mom, you're making a spectacle of myself."
Aw.
She's cute. Oh my God, on the
She's
run.
adorable.
Look at that.
Yeah. You gonna say hi, Candy? Say hi.
What's going on?
Oh my gosh, Peter, I am so sorry to hear about your dog. I hope she's okay.
I can't see the chat at all.
Peter
Peter,
Parker
I'm
said
sorry.
his dog is sick. He stools and
Sorry,
puking.
yeah.
She's at the vet.
At the vet.
Oh, whose dog
Sounds
is
like a
sick?
good place for her to
I
be.
missed that part.
They can take good care of her. Can you
Yeah.
guys
I
hear
hear
the
the
music
music
now?
Yeah, I can hear it now.
Yeah, I can hear it now.
Yes. Okay.
Oh yeah, I can hear music. Whose dog is
Yeah, a
sick?
little bit.
Peter
Peter
Parker's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, sorry to hear
Yeah.
that.
I hate that too.
Really? Because those are our babies.
I hope not to, Peter.
Yeah.
I hope not to.
Well, at least we got a good crowd tonight.
Okay.
I'm gonna try
How
to
many
make
people are in the chat?
Okay.
6.
6. That's us 6.
There you go.
Can you guys can you all hear that better?
Yeah,
I can
I
hear
hear a lot better,
Okay, good.
and it's clearer now too. Well, I'm sorry. I had an emergency Monday night. A friend had fell down the street from us, passed out face first in the ground, and we had to call 911 to get him. He's all right. He's home, but I had to take care of his little chihuahua for a few days, so it messed up everything that I was going to get done for today. And then yesterday I had to run errands, so yeah, the last 5.5 days were messed up for me. So what I'm doing, I'm extending the time to answer the questions till Wednesday. So what I'll do is I'm gonna let Gayle, you do your questions first, and I'll insert questions as we go. And then if you guys don't have time to write it all down, just review the live stream later. You can write all the questions down. There'll be 20 questions. If you get 15 out of the 20, you'll get a prize. So there's no competition, but you do want to try to get as many right so you all have a nice, really nice prize for answering the questions. There'll be a mixture of Jimmy Buffett and then also Hawaiian stuff. So,
Oh gosh.
Wow.
yes.
20 is a lot of questions.
But you got till Wednesday. No whining on this. You're supposed to be bodacious. Bodacious women don't whine. Alex,
My
tell your
goodness,
mom
no.
that bodacious women don't whine. Unless you're a puppy. Now, if you're a fur baby, you can whine, but not the human. Yeah.
I'm not whining. I'm just
Man,
gonna
it just doesn't do much good
Anybody
usually.
else can talk?
That's funny.
20 questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I know,
Well,
and
I just have a couple.
okay, well, that's as we go. That's okay.
So how
Like
many
I said,
Jimmy
I'll
Buffett?
tell you the question. If you don't have time to write it down, you can review the live stream and write it down later. So you got till Wednesday.
Okay.
So go ahead. You go first, Gayle.
Okay.
So let's block my face.
Well, how many
Please.
Jimmy Buffett questions? Is it like 5 or 6?
No, there's going to be 20, Mel Mel, but you have to get 15 of them right. So I'm giving you 5 mistakes.
Oh, so all of them about Jimmy Buffett or just other things?
So 15 out of the 20, you got to get right.
Some
How
are
many
about,
are about
Hawaiian
Jimmy
Jimmy
Buffett?
Buffett.
You can go on the internet and find the answers if you don't know it.
Okay,
I love
good.
Jimmy Buffett. What do
That's
you
cheating.
mean?
Yeah.
Being able to look it up online may be what saves me.
Right.
Because there's nobody
And if you
sitting in
weren't
front of
born
me
in
I
that-
compete with.
I don't know everybody's age, but if you weren't born, in the 60s, you're not going to know some of the stuff.
Oh,
Unless your
no.
family was passed. Now, my kids are only in their 40s, but they know I loved all that stuff back in the 50s and 60s, so they know that stuff. Even my granddaughter, yeah. Hi, Tonya, how you doing?
I'm doing
Okay.
good. How are you?
Where is my man Archer? Where's he at?
He is asleep on his dog bed, holding his bone in his paws.
Oh no, he's sleeping. He's sleeping on the job.
No, he's been working the whole last week.
Oh, I know Candy's been working a lot today because of my allergies and stuff. She's had to come and wake me up. I got some other thing today. I took 2 or 3 like cat naps, like a half hour at a time. I was just feeling so bad. Yeah.
yeah.
So she came
I'm
over.
feeling better, but any excuse for a nap.
Well, she gets
That
on
would
my
work for
chest.
me.
She pounds on my chest and licks me and all that stuff. So
Aw.
I have to wake up.
Okay,
what
who's ready for a trivia question?
Yes.
Are you
Hang on, I
ready?
gotta find a pen.
Now, do we have to
No,
answer
you
your
don't
question?
need a pin for this one.
Okay, do we have to answer your question right away?
Alex,
Gayle?
Stellar, what kind of pencil holder is that? Hold that up. I gotta see
It's
that.
not. It's an R2D2 lunchbox that we use for pencils.
That's cool.
R2D2. Okay.
Okay. But do we have to answer the question right away, Gayle?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Don't worry. Yours are for
Nope.
prizes. Mine's just
Okay.
for fun.
Okay.
Okay. What is the name of the world's most active volcano
Oh man.
that has been
Damn.
erupting in Hawaii since 1983?
Oh man.
Kilimanjaro.
No. The most active volcano that's in Hawaii that's been erupting since 1983.
Is it Mauna Kea?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. It was in the headlines not too long ago.
Well, that
Oh,
leaves me
I
out. I
heard
don't need the
that.
headlines.
It was a
Is it
big,
like St. Helens or
big
something?
news story. Big news story.
That leaves me out. I don't watch the news. It's too depressing.
Aw,
Yeah, I don't either.
Kilauea.
Yeah,
What was it?
I couldn't say it.
It's Kilauea.
Oh, okay.
It has been erupting since 1983. And
Wow.
just a year ago, 2 years ago, it erupted. And so they had to do mass evacuations.
I remember
And
that now.
Yeah.
Just forgot which volcano that was.
see, I thought for sure you all would get it.
No.
Thought for sure. Hey, you all in the chat. Let's see. We got Plum Bob. Hello. And of course, we got Peter. And then you guys on the panel.
Hi,
So-
Peter. Hi, Plum
Yeah,
Bob.
hi, Peter.
So, yeah. So, all right. That was Kilauea.
Yeah.
And, okay. There are only 2 mammals. We're talking about animals, sea
Okay.
animals. I'll give you that hint. There's only 2 mammals that are native to Hawaii. One is the hoary bat, and the other one is, it is a what?
Or
Dolphin?
I didn't even know they had bats out there, but
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, the other one's not a bat. The other one floats in the sea.
it's a crocodile.
No.
A manatee?
Is it a humpback
Yeah,
whale?
a manatee?
No, not a whale, not a manatee.
A dolphin?
And this one does live partially on
and
land.
a dolphin.
A
Not a
dolphin?
dolphin.
Yeah, I got nothing.
It's
A
a
sea otter?
seal.
Only thing
Sea
I'm
turtle?
thinking about like a
Sea
otter.
jellyfish.
No, not a sea otter, just a seal.
turtle.
Just a regular
Wait, no, that's not right. That's not a mammal. Oops.
A seal?
seal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a seal.
Who was that?
That's that.
Allie, did you answer that?
Answered it wrong.
No,
Does that count?
Valerie
Pretty
did.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here you go.
Aw.
Ta-da!
Aw.
There it is.
Okay, well, I've got a question real quick, Gayle.
Okay.
Who's a famous singer from Hawaii in the 60s?
A famous singer from Hawaii in the 60s.
Do I
Is that the
got
guy
anything?
that sings Over the Rainbow that I can't ever pronounce his name?
Nope. He's not old enough. This guy's older. This guy was in the 60s. My sister actually dated him before he became famous.
You said in the 60s?
Yes, it's a male.
What?
I know.
No clue.
Why am
Oh,
I
it's that Ho guy.
Well, what's his first name?
You're being complicated.
I am.
The Ho part for you.
I
Gun
think Plum Bob got it.
Valerie, what did you say?
Plum Bob.
hole.
Plum Gob.
No, that's not
Yay,
the first
Plum
name.
Bob.
No, his first name is a real common name.
Is it Don Ho?
Yes.
Okay, that's what Plum Bob said.
That's what Plum Bob
I
said, yeah.
can see that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no, I
So then
didn't-
Plum Bob got it.
Yeah, Plum
So
Bob got it.
Plum Bob
Plum
will
Bob.
get a painted coaster, hand painted coaster that I'll send.
Okay, Plum Bob. Just contact Laurel there, Candytheweeservicedog, and
Yeah.
she'll take care of getting the coaster to you.
Just message me on Messenger. Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, who? Because I was just thrown off because I wanted to say Donald Trump because I knew that
Oh
was
my
right.
God! Don't.
And then Donald
say
Duck
that,
came to mind, and then it was Ho, and I knew that was only partially right. Plus, that
Yeah,
I had no clue.
Don't mention that name. That's a dirty word to say.
okay. Don Ho, got it.
No, I said don't mention the other one you mentioned. That's a dirty word.
Congratulations to you, Plum Bob.
I've never even heard of Don Ho.
Well, that's
Oh,
what I
you're
said.
so young.
He became famous in the 60s. But when my sister, what my dad did was he took, when my mom and him split up, he took half the kids. She lived in Hawaii for 4.5 years. So she dated him before he became famous.
Wow.
And then when he got famous, he like, oh, well, I don't want you anymore. I got to have somebody that's going to be famous with me. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, nah, he did a lot of stuff. He was on Johnny Carson. He was in the Air Force.
Yeah. Well, there is another singer.
Family restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there is another male singer that he was raised in the United States. He was on a TV show, and then he got his own TV show. He moved to Hawaii. He's a famous singer actor. He was on a TV show in the 60s, and then he got his own TV show.
Mm.
Can you say that again using short sentences?
Okay, it's a male singer actor raised in the United States. Then he moved to Hawaii, but he was on a famous TV show people watched regularly every week, and then he got his own show from being on that show.
Plum
I
Bob,
know,
you know this
not-
one too?
I can't hear you.
You're not talking about Jack Johnson, right?
What was that, Mel?
You're not talking
Valerie,
about
do
Jack
you have an idea?
Is it
I can only think of Dr. Phil, and I know that's wrong.
No, this is a family TV show.
well, does he have a mustache?
No.
Did he have a
no.
mustache? No. That's I
No.
can't think of his name. One.
Think of a famous weekly TV show in the 60s. And then he got his own TV show because everybody liked him, but he sang.
Donahue?
Who?
Donahue?
No. Guys, don't
Is
fail
he
me
the
on
guy
this.
that performed in Vegas? I forget his name.
He may have Mel Mel, but I'm not sure. But come on, think of it. Do I have to? If I tell you the show he was on, you're gonna know who it is.
It was
So
Young
on the
American
count of three, you got.
Bandstand.
on the count of three, I'm going to tell you the show he was on, and then the first one that answers. So Plum Bob and the rest of you be ready. Okay, he was on Andy Griffith, the Andy Griffith show.
Okay.
Tom Knott.
Plum
Who?
Bob is saying
Tom Knott.
Jim Rockford.
No, Plum Bob, you got the first part right, but the last name's wrong. Think
Wrong
of
Jim.
another Jim, Plum Bob.
Mm.
Oh.
You got me
You're
stuck.
you guys are a fail.
Sorry, guys.
Hey,
This
I
is a
wasn't
plain
born till
fail.
75, people.
Yeah, but you know what? My kids are only 40 and they know these because they know we watched all that. But
Well, some of us don't have TV.
He's saying-
Exactly. I have no
He's
TV.
saying neighbors.
you know what? I don't own a TV either. I haven't had one in 20 years. But guess what? We watched it every week.
Plum
Yeah,
Bob,
Plum Bob got it. Plum Bob
Yeah.
got it.
Good for Plum Bob.
Jim
Way to go, Plum
Neighbors.
Bob.
You guys don't know Jim Neighbors.
yeah.
Never heard of
All
him.
right. He had that,
Oh,
remember that, he had that,
yeah.
spin off of the, where he was in the Marines. Remember?
Pile.
Yeah, Gomer Pile.
Okay, yeah.
I couldn't tell you my
Yeah.
name.
Wow.
Yeah.
Peter Parker
my
got it
brain
too, 'cause he
just failed.
guessed.
Brain hurting.
But yeah, he he lives in Hawaii. I think he's still alive. But Plum Bob, you got it right. So Plum Bob's getting 2 prizes now.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're getting a coaster and you're going to get a hand crocheted waffle dishcloth.
I
Boy,
think Peter Parker got it right too.
yeah. So Plum Bob, you got two prizes coming to you. I guess we need to name it the.
All right. Well,
The
I have
Plum
another
Bob
trivia
show.
question.
Okay, yeah.
Peter Parker got it too.
Oh, you
Oh, I
did.
didn't see
Okay.
that.
All right. That's not showing up on my end yet. I'm sorry. I'll put it up as soon as it does, though.
Yeah, nah,
Okay.
Jim Neighbors, he passed away.
Oh, he did pass away, Mel Mel.
Aw.
They,
Yeah.
yeah, he did. They said he passed away November 30th, 2017.
Okay. Is his
Age
partner still alive or not? Mel Mel.
I had to check that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, his spouse.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was Stan Cadwallader.
Yeah. Stan or something. Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta check.
That sounds like the right name, but yeah. So,
Yeah.
Peter Parker and Plum Bob will get the washcloths. Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Come on,
contact-
panelists, you got to be better on the answers.
So
Gotta
contact
give me a
Laurel.
question I know.
Okay.
Well, you
I
can,
got one. I got a
Tonya,
question.
you can cheat and look on the internet when I ask the questions.
I can't.
think it
I'm
wasn't
legally blind. I
memorized.
can't do the internet on my phone. I have to use a computer. I'm legally blind.
Mm.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for my question? This is an easy one.
I like
Okay.
easy.
I promise.
Okay.
What famous bounty hunter lived in Hawaii?
Dog the bounty hunter.
Grizzly Adams.
What?
Yeah, that was easy.
What was it?
Dwayne Dog the bounty hunter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he
You're talking
lived
about
in
real
Hawaii.
names.
They actually split filming the show a lot. The show was mostly filmed in Colorado, where he lived, but some in Hawaii, where he also lived.
Okay.
See,
I didn't know that.
I promised easy questions for me. Yeah.
Easy questions. That's right up my alley.
Hi, Chef.
Yeah. Hi, Chef.
Chef, how are you?
Hi, Chef.
What's going on, Chef?
Yeah. Okay. So we got,
Valerie, what are you making?
I'm knitting Afghan.
Nice.
Well, it's part knitted and part crocheted. I'm crocheting.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty.
I always do like
That's great.
internet and crocheting at the same time. I got to keep my hands busy.
Yeah, I'm working on some scarves for
Oh,
your charity. I just haven't got them done yet. And a friend of mine's working on hats and mittens, so we're gonna put them together and then mail them to you.
Oh,
yeah.
no,
Well,
that's
Great.
awesome.
That's
well,
cute.
here's what I'm making for my granddaughter. I got the bodice done. The bottom is going to be made out of tulle, so it's going to be a tutu on the bottom. I
Oh,
got to do a
That's
little
cute.
bit more on the sleeves. Yeah.
Come here.
oh,
So
that's
this is
cute.
what I'm making for my granddaughter. It's kind of hard to do because it's made out of a cotton bamboo yarn, and so it's not twisted like regular yarn. It's loose, so you have to go slow, otherwise you'll catch the fabric and then it'll snag. So you can't like whip it really fast on the crocheting part. So it is time consuming. Yeah.
Okay,
You
y'all.
bet.
Are you
Hey.
ready for the next trivia question?
Yeah.
Okay. What famous Hawaiian dance actually started as a form of worship?
Hula?
Oh.
What?
Hula.
Hula. Yeah. It was
Yeah.
allegedly taught by the Hawaiian god named Luka as a form of worship. And the really interesting thing is that it used to be performed only by men.
Yeah.
And now when we think of the
Huh.
hula, we don't usually think of men. We think of women. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
I mean, that's interesting to know. I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah.
I learned something new today.
Yeah. Form of worship. That's on the Hawaii tourism website.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what luau means?
No, I do not. I thought it was hangout.
What was that?
I thought it meant to hang out or something.
Party.
Party or feast. It means party or feast.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so
Yeah.
no, you weren't wrong.
What did you say, Mel Mel?
No, I said that. I said I was close. I said I thought hangout.
Yeah. Well, that's the modern
I'll take
term.
that.
Yeah. We'll give you that. So
Yeah.
you'll get a hand painted coaster, Mel Mel.
There you go. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, I hand paint wooden coasters. So
Hey, I finally got one right. Yay!
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, did you say that, Tonya?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay, you too. Okay, I gotta make sure that so you and Mel Mel answered that. Okay. Want to make sure that I get. Yeah. Oh, okay, Gayle. We
Yeah.
need to all share a little bit about ourselves.
Okay. You're right.
Oh, Lord.
You can go
Okay.
first, Candy.
Okay. Well, I'm mother. I'm well, now I'm a widow. A grandmother and a great grandmother. I have 3 granddaughters. Their ages 4, 5, and 21. And then my great grandson is going to be a year in November. So he's going on 10 months old. And then,
What day in November?
oh, I got to think. I think it's like the 20. It's right before Thanksgiving.
Mine's the 29th.
Oh, okay. I think he's a few days before that. But my husband, I was married to for 42 years. And Mel, you may be interested in this. We got married back in the the mid 70s. And my husband was your color, Mel. So we went through a lot back then because it was still.
Oh yeah. How was it? How was it?
Well, and I live in Cincinnati, and Cincinnati was pretty backwards back then. They had a lot of segregated neighborhoods, and we were married almost 42 years. He passed away January 2018. Yeah.
Oh, rest in peace to him.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah. So,
I mean, at least you were together for a lot of good years. You had the.
Yeah, I was also a teacher for 37 years. I'm I do fine arts, and then I do the fiber arts. I do crocheting, loom knitting, needlepoint, cross stitch, crewel embroidery, and embroidery. Okay, so yeah, so Tonya, you want to go next?
Oh no.
Yeah, no, you don't. Yeah, come on,
All
Tanya.
right.
Come on.
I'm single and I'm
Okay.
44. I have my associate's degree in early childhood development and minor in psychology. And I have cerebral palsy, which is a muscle
Yes.
disorder
Yes.
caused by brain damage.
Yeah.
And I have my archer.
Yeah, he's your main squeeze.
Oh yeah, he's trying to sneak up on my plate right now. Hard to sneak when you're 104 pounds, so I don't know how he thinks he can do this.
Yeah.
Maybe he thinks he's invisible.
Yeah, if he closes his eyes, I guess he can't see me, I can't see him, huh?
The invisible 104-pound dog.
That's funny.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
So am
And
I
I just-
next? Or you
I
gonna
just
go ahead?
moved out on my own.
what was that, Tanya?
I just moved out in my own apartment.
Yes, and I love how
First
you
of
got
all,
a really cute apartment. Yes.
It's cute.
there you
And
go.
also share about your weight journey, Tanya.
I was 350 pounds 2 years ago, and I had duodenal switch weight loss surgery because my stomach was really messed up. And they said if I didn't have it electively, I would have been in the ER having the same surgery because my stomach was literally dying. I had a weight loss total so far down to 190 pounds, which is over 150 pounds so far.
Yes, praise
Yeah.
God for that.
Woo!
Nice job.
Yes.
My goal
Good
weight
job.
is 160.
Two
So I still
thumbs
have
up.
a little to go.
Yeah,
Nice.
you'll get there.
You will.
Oh yeah, I'll get there.
You will.
It feels
You're going.
Yeah.
It feels weird to go in a store and be able to buy something off the rack
I bet
because
it's
I was
expensive.
so big. Yeah, I was so big before I could barely do that, and now it's like I wonder if this will fit.
Yeah.
You're up, Mel Mel.
Yep, Mel Mel.
Mel Mel, you're up.
Well, I mean, I'm single. I don't have any kids. You know, I haven't been married or anything like that. How can I say it? I'm from New York. I don't own any pets. I work at a Catholic church. I'm not Catholic.
I'm sorry, what was that, Mel Mel?
Doing security for 21 year Catholic.
Oh,
Catholic church.
Okay.
Yeah, I do security, but I've been doing that for like 21 years or so. 39. I'm 40 this year. I'm trying to think of
Oh, well.
interesting.
Uh-oh. Had to clean up my screen.
Candy the wee service dog, what are you doing? You're going sideways on us.
No, I had to clean up my
And Milton
Thank you,
froze
Tom Bob.
up.
I see.
Poor Mel, he's frozen.
I didn't catch that last one in the chat that had my name. I just caught my name before it scrolled past.
Oh, that was me. I just said it was impressive. Your weight
Yeah.
loss journey.
Thank you. I'm actually writing a book about the whole thing, my life with cerebral palsy, my weight loss journey, and all that.
So
Because
Candy's
Stella
frozen.
and Gayle are going to help me get it published, right?
We can help you self-publish.
That's what we're doing. I'm doing, yep.
And I can give you the name of a great publicist. Where did Mel Mel go? Where did Laurel go?
I don't know. Everybody was there and then
Hey, Laurel's
gone.
back.
Laurel's
Yeah.
back. Where's Mel?
I had to clean up my I had too much it was bogging down the screen. I had to erase some data is what I
You
had
had
to
to
do.
move some stuff. Gotcha.
No, the data got too built up. I had to clean it up. I had to clean before I started. Where did Mel Mel go?
We were just wondering that.
Yeah, his screen froze up, so maybe
Oh, I
he had
hope you're able. I hope he's
Oh, Mel Mel's buffering.
his
Yeah.
buffering. Yeah.
See,
Oh,
that's
I
what mine was starting to do.
buffering.
Yeah, mine was starting to do that, so I had to up and clean it up. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You were kicked out. I did not kick anybody out.
I don't know how that helped. Is he back on?
No, he's in the chat.
We send him the link again.
How did he get kicked out?
I don't know. I did not click that button. I promise.
And I didn't.
I think he's coming back.
He said he's back.
Okay, he
Okay.
said he's back.
Okay.
Okay. We don't
Yeah.
see him yet.
Because I had to
But if
finish.
he says he's back, he's going to be
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, we went
There he
to
is.
Welcome
Yay!
back, Mel Mel.
Yeah, Mel Mel.
Thank God.
Finish your story, Mel
Like I said, I
Mel.
was talking. I thought my answers wasn't good enough or something. And that's why.
Yeah. But Mel Mel, finish your story that you were saying you were security for how long? Mel Mel. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Aw,
Raise up
Is he
again.
freezing
Have we
up
lost you
again?
again, Mel Mel?
I'm sure he'll be back.
Okay.
I'm sure he'll be back.
Okay.
But
I
I
don't mean to
promise
be rude,
I
but I'm
didn't
munching
get
lunch
that.
or dinner,
Yeah.
rather.
Okay. Are you
So-
there, Mel Mel?
I can hear you.
Yay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
I
good.
think so. I mean, I don't know.
So how long were you doing security, Mel Mel?
I'm still doing it. It's been 21 years.
Oh, that's
Wow.
great.
Wow.
Catholic Church.
Great.
That's super impressive.
Yeah.
Gotta try to keep the bills paid. Yeah, no,
There you go.
it's all good though.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not
Good.
married, anything like that. No kids, no pets. But I do have a turtle, but that's about it.
You have a turtle.
What kind of
That's a
turtle
pet.
do you have?
That counts.
So
What's his name?
Yeah.
What kind of turtle?
It's like one of those Asian turtles or something like that. I forget the whole name of it because I know my mother bought the turtle. I gotta
Oh.
look.
Do you
Yeah,
know if it's male or female?
It's male. It's male.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's his name, Mel Mel?
Wow, I feel bad. I feel bad for forgetting.
Oh.
I
Aww.
feel bad.
Uh-oh.
I feel bad for forgetting the name of this turtle, but
To give him a name tag.
I forgot the name of this turtle because it's like the third one I had, so I don't know how long
Yeah.
this turtle's gonna last, but you know.
Well, Gayle, maybe you need to put him in timeout if he can't remember his pet's name.
Yeah,
No, I'm not in timeout.
No, we
Arthur
love
was-
Mel Mel.
Put you in timeout the other day.
No.
Arthur
you-
was actually named
Somebody in
after.
timeout accidentally one time, and they never let you forget it.
No. Well, you know I'm always bad, so I can't be good.
Except for Stellar, I used to put her in timeout all the time.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she's telling tales on you, Stellar.
Yeah.
tell it.
Stellar, do you want to introduce yourself next to
Yeah.
get Mel Mel off the hot seat?
Yeah.
Sure.
While he looks up a name for his turtle right quick.
I'll remember it next time.
Okay.
We'll just call him Raphael or Donatello.
There you go. One of them Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the turtle's name is Larry. I forget.
Larry. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Larry the turtle.
That's cute.
So,
Don't-
Stellar, who are you? You want
I'm stellar. Last time I checked. I'll be 32 next month. I have a bachelor's in music and a master's in so useful theology and the arts. Spoilers, it's really not useful.
Nice.
Very
Very nice.
work in a nonprofit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So nonprofit, music degree, and if you get a pizza job, you can feed a family of 4.
Hey, that's the main difference between a musician and a large pizza.
Yeah.
A pizza can feed a family of 4.
Yeah. So, Stella, are you going to say what your real name is?
Say again now.
Well, actually, her nickname is Stellarpiper.
Well, I know that, but what is your birth name or given name or whatever you want to call it?
Plum Bob, thank you for coming in.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Plum Bob.
Plum Bob.
Yes, thanks, Plum Bob.
Were you talking to me or you were talking to Stella?
Oh, and I said, well, I want to know both of your real names. Mel Mel.
Oh no,
and-
my first name is Melvin.
Okay, and then Stella, you going to share your first name or no?
Alexandria.
She goes by Allie.
But I was gonna say, I know you by Allie. Don't
Yeah, I thought
confuse
her
me.
name
I'm
was- I
already
thought her name was
confused
Stella.
enough. Yeah, well, my name is Laurel. The dog's name is Candy. That's why I use her name. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
My nickname is actually Dino Poodle because my best friend said that I was stubborn as a poodle with a dinosaur bone, and I have curly hair, and it stuck. Most of my teachers only knew me by my nickname. They told me to stop putting my name on my papers and put my actual nickname on my papers.
That's funny.
Well, I do have to show you that I got my drink here. It's a strawberry smoothie because I don't drink alcohol, so it's my version of a strawberry daiquiri, but it's really just a smoothie.
I have
I-
homemade
I-
lemonade.
I stuck with
Oh,
my
okay,
unsweet iced tea.
okay,
Water.
okay.
Oh, I forgot.
How you, Val? What you drinking?
I got water.
So Valerie,
Yeah.
tell us about you.
Oh, I am married to my husband, Steve. We are both former Marines.
Wow.
Thank you for your service.
Yes.
Uh, we have a blended family. We have 5 children between us and 4 grandchildren. And
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
we share our lives on YouTube. So if you go to my channel, you can watch all the fun stuff we're doing.
Mhm.
We go on cruises when there's not coronavirus.
Yeah.
We just had a cruise cancel for September, and we rebooked it for April next year. So hopefully we'll be able to go.
Yeah.
We bought this house last year, about a year ago, and we're remodeling the whole thing by ourselves. Trying to do most all of it by
Nice.
ourselves.
And doing a great job.
Yes.
Doing it great.
We're
Great job.
logging that on YouTube. We actually have started painting, Gayle, the hallway in the dining room. We're changing the color, so we started that today.
Wow.
We're tearing out the carpet, hardwood flooring in. When we get to the kitchen, we're going to actually hire somebody to do our kitchen because that's way past our skill level.
Yeah.
But we want all, new countertops and everything, and there's no way we can do that. So
Yeah.
You're doing better than me. Hammering a nail is past my skill level.
hey,
Yeah.
I'm having fun with it. I like doing stuff like that. So.
That'll
Well,
be great.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if you can see the stuff hanging on the wall, that's all my paintings that I have. Well, that's not all of them. But that one wall has a lot of my paintings that I've done.
Aw.
Yeah.
Well, you see this decoration behind me? I stole that from Stellar.
Oh,
Yeah,
What was that wall?
yeah, all of this behind
Oh, I
me.
see that, Valerie. I like those.
Photo.
no,
Oh, nice.
what we do is my husband makes the shadow boxes. And
Yeah.
we get a picture frame from all the islands that we visit on our
Okay.
cruises, and we take a picture on the island and we put it in the picture frame, and we have
Oh, yeah.
one for every island that we visited.
Yeah. So
Wow.
you're like me. I'm very sentimental.
Hello,
so,
singing for the
yes.
creator. Welcome.
I love that, Valerie. Yes. Like I said, I'm a very sentimental person. So I have gabillions of pictures, as my students used to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say goodnight, guys. I got to get out of here
Okay.
and take my
Okay.
doggo out.
All
All
right.
right.
Well, you take
Thanks
care.
for joining us, Tonya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Then there were 5.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Singing
what-
for the
what is your
creator
favorite type
is
of
here.
picture?
Hi, singing.
What was that?
Were you asking, Mel?
No, I was asking because you said you got a lot of pictures. I was asking what's your favorite type of picture?
Oh, okay. Yes. Well, a lot of it are, of course, dog pictures, but because I paint landscapes, seascapes, and like city skylines and that. So I take pictures and then I'll take maybe a part from one photo and another from another, and I'll merge them together and I make 3D dimensional pictures. Let me grab some real quick. I'll show you one of
That's
my
cool.
3D pieces of art that I'm working on.
Oh,
Okay. And also, we have just been joined by the Susie channel. And just to bring you all up to speed real quick,
yes,
the Susie channel, I can't talk all of a sudden. The Susie channel does a lot of just really fun, happy videos and singing for the creator. Sings for the creator. She just did one speaking in tongues, which I saw part of it, but I couldn't comment because I really didn't have good cell phone service. So I want to go back and kind of rewatch that. Yeah, neat stuff there. Now I've been traveling, so I'm like way behind on people's videos.
Okay.
I'm gonna get caught up.
Can you? I'm not holding this up the word. Can you see?
I like that. Wow.
Yeah,
But also, you see how they hang off the pictures. I don't stay. You know how they used to say stay within the lines. I don't. A lot of my artwork is 3-dimensional, and usually when people buy my artwork, they don't frame it.
Yeah, no, it would be hard to frame that.
Yeah, here.
Well, Bob, thank you for coming by.
So there's another 3D. Cool. Well, and then the other part, that fish is going after another fish. And well, I was working at an art studio for people with disabilities, and I couldn't get there because my husband, was on life support, and they just threw all my art together, so they damaged one of my fish, so I have to fix it. But it's one of those type. Let's get this picture, and then this goes with it. So you see that? But that white spot where the fish's fin got broke off, I have to re-glue that. But see, you can stagger them like that, however you want to do it. But I do a lot of artwork like that. And then with my fiber art, sometimes I'll take something like that, Mel Mel, and the rest of you, I'll turn it into a needlepoint or cross stitch. Because some people say like, oh, I like that, but I would like to see it in a, needlepoint or cross stitch or crewel embroidery. So yeah, so that's what I do.
Yeah, no, that's good. Have you ever put your stuff in the gallery or no?
Yes, I've had it. I've actually had it in a couple of, the biggest place that we've been shown was at Cincinnati Art Museum, and we were doing our version of Pablo art, the famous artist. Wow. So we did we took modern things, but we did it like Pablo and some of the other artists did.
Picasso. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then you know how you had bent things, so we took like even a computer, but we bent that with putting the keyboard sideways with the screen and things of that nature. So we've been in a few art shows. Yeah.
Okay, look at you, all famous and everything. I hear you.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know.
Yeah. Actually, Gayle, I've been down to Tennessee to Morristown. Remember I told you I went to the it's a juried art show, and we were they picked 6 of us out of 150 up here in Cincinnati to come down there and participate in the 3-day weekend art show. So that was fun. That was in 2012. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of stuff around Morristown at that time.
Yeah. Have you ever been to that art show in the fall?
I have not.
You need to go there. It's in late October, so you know how the fall foliage is, and we got to go to we got to go to the Smoky Mountains and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I used to live right outside of Morristown.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty familiar with where that is.
Yeah. So Mel, I didn't hear what you said.
No, I'm saying October because of the foliage. October, November. That's
yes, it's beautiful.
Yeah. You get a lot of beautiful colors, natural colors. And all that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right, that's
October
good
is
stuff.
amazing. Anywhere near the Smokies or the Appalachians, and
That
I
was
was
my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm going through Tennessee the past couple of weeks. So what I'm trying to do is show people unique places in Tennessee where you still might be able to social distance. So I've been across the state right now, and some of the leaves in some of the higher elevations are already starting to get just a little bit of color
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna lie, girl. I thought you was from Alaska though.
I
No.
mean, she had an option.
Yeah, no.
If my husband would move.
Yeah, I honestly, when I first met you, I think you had some videos around that, but I really thought you were from Alaska at one point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. I've lived a lot of different places though, like as a youngster, because my dad just moved around a lot. So
Mhm.
like I'm from Tennessee. I lived in New York. I've lived in Vermont. I lived in New York again. I came back to Tennessee. I've lived in Ohio.
Oh, what
and
part
back
of New
in
York did you
Tennessee.
live in?
Where?
What part of New York did you live in?
Queens, Maspeth.
Oh, look at you, Queens. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. My dad, he was from Brooklyn, so.
Oh, that's
Oh.
good. You sound
What?
like a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was great. He was great.
No, I'm from Brooklyn, so that's.
Yay,
Yeah.
Brooklyn. He was from Greenpoint.
Oh, okay. That's not too far from me.
Yeah.
That's-
I haven't been to Brooklyn in like forever. See, gosh, this is going to tell myself. When they made downtown and they took out all the parking and stuff, before that is the last time I was there.
Wow.
So it's
Hey, don't feel
changed,
bad.
I'm sure.
No, it's changed
Yeah.
a lot. It's more,
Yeah.
more modern, gentrified. They're doing a lot of different things. More hotels.
Mhm.
It's
Well, I don't remember there being that many hotels down there, so that's going to be good. Of course, right now the
no,
tourism.
there's no hotels. They're building it. Go ahead,
Nice.
Well, I'm a valley girl. I'm from Southern California.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So I was part of the original Valley Girls before all that movies and stuff. Yeah. I grew up in Anaheim where Disneyland. We lived right around the corner from Disneyland when it first. Yep. I went to San Diego Zoo a lot. In fact, I was born in San Diego, the General Hospital, and then of course I date. You'll appreciate this, Val. I dated a lot of jarheads because there was 2 big marine bases. There's 29 Palms, and then I can't even think of the other base. But I used to have, boyfriends. Yeah, because a lot of times you would meet them at Disneyland because they would have the after hours dance for the Marines and stuff. So yeah, so I dated a lot of jarheads.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think you can do any better than military.
Yeah.
I was born and raised in northern New York, up on the Canadian border of New York. My house that my dad built, you could see Canada from our living room window.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
the bridge to Canada was just down the street. And actually, my dad's family is Canadian.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to Mel Mel?
He's
He's
buffering.
Oh, yeah, see, that's why I had to clean mine up because it was going to do that to me. Yeah, I hate when that happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
So I think that's why I like being on the water is because that's where I was raised on the St. Lawrence River. And that's my happy place on the water. So.
Well, I'm with you, Valerie, because I grew up and we went to all the different beaches in California. I've been to every beach you can think of in Southern California. In fact, at one time, that was another thing. I was going to be like, Baywatch. I was going to be a beach lifeguard. It is rugged training. I went through the whole thing past, and then I changed my mind because it is a hard job. Yeah. But when we were training, they made us run with full clothing on, like you would wear, you're like well, it didn't really get cold in California, but a light jacket. You had to have your gym shoes on and all that. you had to run in the sand. Picture this: you're running in the sand with your gym shoes and all that, and then you had to go out in the ocean. I forget whatever, 50 yards, and tread water, and then come back in. I think we had to tread water for a whole minute. Doesn't sound much, but when the waves are tossing you around and you got heavy shoes on your feet and your
No, that
coat
sounds
is
like a lot to me.
your coat is
Like a lot
heavy.
to me too,
Well,
Stellar.
you end up wearing, because with the weight of the shoes, your clothing, you're carrying 75 to 100 pounds. So it's like carrying a person. And that's why they do it, because you would have to carry a person, you know, back to the sometimes you can't get the board out there quick enough.
Mel Mel
Yeah.
is back, you all.
Yes, glad you're back, Mel.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was just having all kind of issues today.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that because Steve and I are both divers. We scuba dive.
Yeah.
It sometimes the water's rough, and when you're waiting to get on the boat and the water's tossing you around and you got all your gear on and everything.
Yeah.
I can understand.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I did that too, Valerie. I took scuba diving lessons in high school. That was a class that we could take, and we got certified. My brother was a real big scuba diver. My nephew learned how to scuba dive when he was 3.5 years old. He got certified, but he also could water ski, snow ski, and my brother traveled. So his thing was, if my nephew didn't learn the things, then he would have had to stay home with other family or the babysitter. So he learned to do all those sports. Yeah.
He didn't want to stay
I
home
did
with
learn how to body surf, but not regular surf. Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, Valerie, if there was one place you would love to scuba dive but haven't yet, where is it?
The Great Barrier Reef.
Oh, yes, a girl after my heart. Yeah.
We dove the second largest reef in the world down in Costa Maya. The
Uh-huh.
water on the boat and getting on and off the boat was the hardest thing I had to do because the water was so rough. But once you got under the water, oh my gosh, it was beautiful. And you didn't feel any current at all. I mean, it was amazing. But it was just that getting on and off the boat, I was getting tossed around, and
that had to be amazing.
It was a tough dive, but it was so worth it. I would so love to do the Great Barrier Reef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever got stung by a jellyfish?
No, but we got stung by baby jellyfish when we were swimming in Bermuda, in the Bahamas. We had welts all over our hands, but we went to Belize in February, and I came back with bot flies in my leg.
Oh,
you know what a bot fly is?
Yeah, that's a creature out of my nightmares.
That's just gross. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like eating my tissues and stuff.
Oh my goodness, Valerie.
I had to have it surgical. I had two of them, one on my right knee and one on my left leg. I had to have surgery to have them removed out of my leg.
And that's why it's in my nightmares.
Well, you know, the only thing that I thought, I mean, because I grew up, by the ocean, I didn't know that starfish can actually stick to your skin. And so they're little suction things. I had, it was a small one, probably like a teenager, have one stick to my leg. Well, and it didn't cause any really damage, but it felt like being stung by a jellyfish, but it was just a starfish, and their suction is so tight. And I had to have the light go. And in order to remove the starfish, I had to stay in the water, because if you get out, they're definitely not going to let go of you. So you have to have it removed. And he gently had to pull it off each of their little arms. But yeah, that was painful to have a starfish stuck to my leg. Yeah.
I think
the person from the Bahamas that was with us had like a spray or something where we had all the jellyfish bites, and they just kind of sprayed us, and it was fine.
Oh wow, that's neat.
Cool.
Yeah.
The thing with the starfish though is that they're dying out right now. They're becoming more like endangered and stuff like that because the ecosystem,
Yeah.
there's a lot of pollution in the water.
Yeah. Well, see, that's why I like the coral reef, because I am one of those kind of people that want to, I don't want to see us lose that the coral reef, because actually it's very necessary for us. You know that, Valerie, that the coral reef is an important ecosystem for us. So it's not just preserving their beauty, but their habitat, because it's it has a detrimental effect on us as people too. So yeah.
And it's not just, excuse me, it's wow, I can't talk all of a sudden. Hold on, I'll be right back.
I heard that the whales being endangered is having a huge impact on the oceans.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's the lionfish on the reefs too. Because they're eating the smaller fish. That's why they're trying to kill the lionfish off.
Oh yeah. Where is it? There was somewhere where I can't remember what it is, though. You probably know, but there was some sea animal that didn't normally live in the coral reef, and people started getting them as pets, and then they turned them loose there, and it was damaging the ecosystem of the coral reef, because that animal wasn't there, supposed to be there, and it was eating, the coral reef. Coral is a living animal. They were eating the coral.
Yeah,
What
it's
is that
Type
animal?
of shrimp.
the lionfish.
Is that the lionfish? Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
They try to kill them. We saw some in Belize when we dove down in Belize in February. We saw some lionfish in there, and they were there was a guy spearing them. So
Yeah. Where are they? Yeah. Where is their normal habitat?
Well,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I just know, So that's caused by man disturbing nature. Yeah.
Yeah. And
well, that's why we've got coyotes. Ohio is not a natural home for coyotes, but we are overrun with coyotes. In fact, I have to be careful when I take Candy out to go potty, because we have city, county, and state huge parks around us. Well, this is it's a combination of a state and a city park, but we have hawks, falcons, owls. I can't remember the other. Anyways, we've got these coyotes, and then they're saying if you have small children or small dogs like Candy, to keep them close, because the coyotes will come out at night, and even the owls. I have to be careful, because we have the great owls. Those owls are bigger than Candy. Their body is about 2 feet tall. Their wingspan is about 5 feet. So you imagine their talons are as big as our hands. So you can imagine them swooping down. They could snatch Candy, and even with my leash.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, so I couldn't even hold on to her leash if one decided to come down. But yeah, we have a lot of animals, but those coyotes are bad. The state and county park rangers do go out in the evening, and they sometimes they shoot them with a stun gun. Other times they have to kill them. And I think they can tell what age, a certain age, they kill them. And then we're overrun with deer. So we have a program in Ohio. Other states are doing it, but it started in our state with our zoo helping. They're sterilizing the female deer, and then they get tagged with these big old giant, like price tag kind of things dangling from their ears, and that lets you know that they've been sterilized. And they'll come out, and we'll see those things dangling from their ears. But yeah, they're sterilizing the deer because we're just overrun with. I mean, they go out. Sometimes they go out our expressway, maybe 100 feet away from where I live, and they run out there on the expressway. They run out in the street. Yeah, so
yeah. Suicidal deer are not fun.
No.
Yeah. Well, in Cincinnati, in Hamilton County, you can't perfectly, but if you hit a deer, especially at night, you're allowed to keep that deer, and they'll have somebody professionally clean it, and you can have venison. But yeah.
Oh wow.
My husband, Yeah.
We have to be careful about deer here in Tennessee also. Valerie,
Yeah.
I think I saw one, if I'm remembering right, I think I saw one around your house when we were coming out that evening.
Yeah, we have a lot of deer here. We also have eagles here.
Yeah, we have
Well,
eagles.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Like we've seen them on our boat before. Not on the boat, but I mean from our boat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. We
Now,
have.
Mel
we have
Mel
eagles.
just posted about the fish.
Oh yeah.
Let me see if I can get that back up here. He says that the lionfish are native to the Indian Ocean and Western Pacific.
Yeah.
Thanks for pulling that up, Mel Mel.
Yeah.
No problem.
That's cool to know.
Mm-hmm.
Tonya said that
In
she.
fact,
Yeah. Tonya said that. I guess she almost got injured by I guess a deer. I think that's what it. Yeah.
They
Wow.
can do damage.
Yeah.
What's
Man.
worse? Is it a deer or what do you think is a deer or like a moose or something? Which one do you
Moose.
think is worse?
Moose is a much
Moose are bigger. We don't have moose
Big.
in Ohio. Yeah, we have deer, but not as many as they right now. But like I said, we have hawks, eagles. What's another? I'm trying to think of another. We have a lot of the great big birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they I'm on the ninth floor. They fly right past my window. In fact, once in a while I'll hear a big thump, and they'll have run into the glass. But their wingspan is, our windows are 15 feet. It's like a whole wall of windows. The wingspan from one tip to the other is 15 feet. They are huge.
They are
birds.
huge.
Well,
Yeah.
the
They
official
are.
bird, the official bird out here in New York is the pigeon. So we got.
Yeah, I can. Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, but Mel Mel, the deer. If you hit a deer, it will run unless it's too injured. But they'll
Right.
just run and get out of the way. If you hit a moose, they get up and they charge.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
I asked you that.
They're
Yeah.
mean.
Mhm.
They're mean.
Yeah, I have heard that.
And they're big.
and they're ugly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think of them in terms of ugly or pretty. I just think of them in terms of, are they going to attack me or not?
Yes.
Kind of like,
yes.
you know,
I don't
like
trust
seeing a
them.
grizzly or going into that area of town. You don't think about ugly or pretty.
Well, no, I would hate to encounter a grizzly. They're kind of vicious sometimes.
Yeah, they can be.
any
Yeah.
wild animal. You just
That's
don't
true.
want to even attempt to go near any wild animal.
Yeah.
That's
Hopefully,
true.
I have some honey on me. I can throw it at it.
Or at a grizzly.
It might work. Bear
Mhm.
spray might do you better. If a bear sees you with honey, they might decide they want more.
That is true too. You know,
Yeah.
unless I run into Yogi Bear, I don't know.
That would be the one to run into.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
Pooh
Yeah.
Bear. That would be, he'd be good too.
Who?
Yeah.
Bear.
So what we have in Ohio, we have the bald eagle, we have the red-shouldered hawk, then we have the red-tailed hawk, we have falcons, and then the owl is like, I'm trying to see what the other one. There is another one. I'll have to think. But we got the falcons, the eagles, the hawk, and I can't think of it's an odd name kind of bird. But yeah, they're huge. And they just, yeah. And you can see them when they go for a hunt, there's like 4 or 5 and they'll circle in the air and then they dive down into the
Wow.
woods. And yeah, we can see that.
Oh,
But
if it's
Candy
a
gets mad
cluster,
when
it's
she-
probably buzzards.
No, we don't have those actually in Ohio.
Okay, no buzzards or
Yeah.
vultures.
In fact, they're trying to bring more in to help, because sometimes we have too many animals that are like the possum and stuff laying dead in the woods and stuff and
Oh,
along the hiking paths and that.
I wish
yeah.
I could send you some. I would
Yeah,
love to.
We have a
Yeah.
lot.
Well,
Yeah.
ladies,
Yeah.
I gotta get ready to go because I gotta get up early tomorrow for work. But it's been fun.
Thank you for coming
Yes,
in, Mel
thanks
Mel.
for joining us, Mel.
Thank you.
No problem.
Take
I'll
care.
hang out with you.
Yeah, Mel, you will get a gift package for being on the panel. So
For putting
I
up
Gayle
with
and
us,
I-
ladies,
know
you
don't have to
deserve
say
something,
anything.
Mel
I
Mel.
appreciate it.
yeah. Well, no, seriously,
Such a brave
Gayle and
guy.
I
Thank
will be
you.
putting bags together for all the panelists. Yes.
Okay, I appreciate it. I definitely talk to you ladies. Y'all have a safe night and take care now.
All right then.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Take care.
You too. Take care.
All right,
Bye.
later.
Yeah.
He is such a nice person.
Yeah.
Come on here and put up with however many ladies. Brave
Yeah.
soul. Brave soul, in addition to being really, really nice.
Well, Gayle, think about it. He's insecure. He knows how to deal with women that when they're having hormone problems. Because I know, no, I have a couple of friends that they're guys, and they said women give them a hard time more than the guys. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, because they get the hormones going, and they'll pretend like they're crying, and then the next minute they'll come up and try to whack you. Yeah, so
Oh
they're
gosh.
sneaky.
Of course, the world's changing too.
Yeah, but he
No,
said
it
women are just
used to
sneaky.
be that the girls were nice and calm, and it was the guys you had to worry about.
Yeah.
But
No,
the
women are
world's
sneaky.
changed.
See, women will pretend like they're being calm, or they'll do that boo-hoo cry and stuff, and then they might have some brass knuckles, and yeah. Guys, they'll let you know straight.
Hey, we've got Tonya back here.
Hi,
Hi,
sorry,
Tonya.
sorry about that. I had to let Archer go out to go to the bathroom.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
all right. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Absolutely.
Did I
Yeah.
ever tell you how he got his name?
No.
Wow.
The people in cares, every time they have multiple litters, one of the litters gets named after the kids from the orphan trains. The orphan
Oh.
trains stopped in Concordia, Kansas, and there's actually a museum in Concordia. It's an orphan train museum. They ask for like a $5 donation, but they have a museum there and everything. And so to honor that, one of the litters is always cares honors the kids by naming the dogs
Wow.
after the kids. And Archer is from a litter of the Orphan Train series.
Oh wow. Did not know
And
that.
every
I
one of their
didn't
litters
know
has a
about the
theme.
orphan trains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every one of their litters, the names are from some kind of a theme.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you never know, Gayle, when you get your dog, what the theme will be for his litter or her litter.
Well,
Yeah.
I just kept thinking, please don't let him have a dumb name. Please don't let him have a dumb name.
yeah.
And then his big head entered before he does. He's got a head that's so large. One of my tenant mates said, "Oh my God, your dog's head is bigger than my whole dog." And she's got a little Yorkie, you know. And
Well, Yorkies are small, yeah.
he peeks in the door, and I just fell in love. And he was like in the middle of the 15 they were bringing in, because they bring them in one at a time. And I looked at my mom and I said, I hope that one's mine. I knew it was him. He was going to be mine from the minute I laid eyes on him.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's sweet.
It
I'm going to see
is.
if I can swing
Yeah.
the camera around. There he
Buddy.
is.
Yeah, hi, Archer.
Hi, Archer.
Oh, he turned his face. He's being
Aw.
shy.
He doesn't
There
like
might be
being
on
on
TV.
camera. He's shy.
Oh,
Yeah.
he actually kicked his tennis ball under the TV, and he's more worried about that.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought maybe he was.
Tennis ball is a big thing to worry about.
Yeah, I thought maybe he was saying, "Mom, you embarrassed me."
Oh no, I do that on a daily basis. On the 4th
Yeah, I
of
do.
July, I put
Well,
I
that's
put
what
these
that's
little-
what Candy would give. That's
I
what
put-
Candy gives after him.
on the 4th of July, the people at our pharmacy had him made a hat that looked like
Aw.
the Statue of Liberty's crown, and he just put his head in the center of it, and so he walked around the whole 4th of July day with the Statue of Liberty
Aw.
on his head.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's cute.
was his art.
yeah.
Yeah, he hates hats, so he just rolls his eyes at me like, "Mom, come on."
Tomlin,
Yeah.
Tomlin loved his hats, but he
Yeah.
loved them for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
He just ate
Yeah.
them, tore them apart.
I had to order him not to swipe at it to get it off of his head.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
then he just rolls his eyes at you like, come on, hurry up, get this thing on.
Yeah.
No,
No.
see, Candy loves clothes and hats, but she hates being put on the spot to say, look at her on, yeah. So it's funny, but yeah, she actually, when I take her to the store and we're looking at dog things, I let her pick out her clothes. If you go on our Candy's Facebook page, there's two pictures. The first, she's just looking normal. She had what do you call those hats? They're got the flaps on the side, the square little flaps.
Like the
Oh,
aviator hats?
What is it?
Like the aviator hats or the toboggan?
No, it kind of looks like a hunter's hat, but it's got the fur lining in it.
I know what
I
you're talking
always thought of
about,
them as hunter
I have
hats.
no clue.
Yeah, but
Those
anyway,
are called clueless hats because we have no clue what
well,
they're called.
let me grab it real quick because she was.
With Archer, we go into the store and we go into the pet section and he sits down by the dog toys down at the, Walmart has a bunch of them at the bottom there. And I'll look at him and I'll tell him, go ahead and get one. And if it's one he wants at the bottom, he'll just pick it up and hand it to me. If something he wants is a hanging up, he'll jump up and touch it.
Oh,
And
okay.
then I'll give it to him and make him carry it all the way through Walmart. His toy, he's carrying it.
Yeah, that's why I got this hat for Candy. I don't know where I've got it right now. But the funny thing is, I was trying it on her to make sure it was fit her. And then I said, Candy, you like it? And her little butt was wiggling. I said, well, we're going to take that home. And her she went from a normal look to her eyes got really huge. So I said, you'll have to check that out on her Facebook page, Candy. And I mean, her eyes got so big, it almost looked animated, like, really? I get to keep it kind of thing. So, yeah. Yeah.
That sounds so cute, though.
Well, you know what? I'll hold her sweater or her jacket, like the sweater she has to stick her. She will stick her head and her arms in all at one time. She like dives in it. And when she comes out, she's got her arms and her head all ready. The jacket, I'll hold it and I'll say, put your arm in. And I'll say, put the other one. Same with her harness. She does that. So she loves to get dressed. She loves wearing her shoes. The only one that she's still getting, the only one she's got to get used to is the tennis shoes. And that's because I have to tie them. You have to wrap them around their ankle and then come back and tie them. And so she's getting used to that. It isn't just a zipper and a Velcro and bam, we're gone.
I was shaking my head because Archer, I put boots on him. I turn my head and I hear rip of the Velcro. I look over, he's got all 4 boots off in a little pile sitting in front of him. And he's sitting there looking at me like I did good, right?
They are smart, Tonya. They are smart animals, yep.
I gave up on the boots thing. He will not keep them on.
Oh yeah, she wears rain. Well, she's got like a mesh kind of. She wears for spring. She's got the winter boots with the lining, and then she's got this gym shoe. But yeah, and they look like Converse. That I can find real quick.
Yeah, Val doesn't mind wearing boots too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Val, how's the blanket you're doing going?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I love the color, Val.
Yeah, me too. I think it's really pretty.
What stitch are you using, Valerie?
Well, I did the center is knitted, right?
Oh, okay.
So I did like knit 2, yarn over, knit 2 together, kind of like that. And then the outside, I don't know crochet stitches. I just kind of do whatever. So I think it's a triple crochet, but I'm not really sure. I can't tell you because I don't know what the stitches are called.
It looks beautiful.
It's very pretty.
I love the color.
Yeah.
I've done 3 in this pattern because I got this really thick yarn and I wanted to see what I could do with it. So I've done 3 different colors because I bought a bunch of.
I like it.
AC Moore was going out of business. I kind of like stocked up on a lot of different kinds of yarn just to see what I could do with them.
That's the best time to get it.
So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is if we do Black Friday this year,
Yeah.
you know how Tack and Brenda like sell the stuff they carve?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm going to sell the stuff I've been knitting.
Yeah. Oh, that
that'll
is
be
nice.
great.
Up.
So
Yeah.
we'll see
Maybe
how that
even have
goes.
like
I'll have to
Valerie,
start
you can
saving.
even have like a silent auction, and whoever bids the highest would get it. But yeah,
Yeah.
here's Whoops, that's her little sock,
Oh,
and then here's the shoe she wears when it's like raining. Here's her winter. Whoops, I got you. Oh, that's her winter boot with the fur lining. And then the gym shoe looks like a high top Converse. Oops, there. Can you see it?
Oh, dang, it
Yeah.
does.
that's so cool.
Wait, hold on.
That is cute.
They're so
Yeah.
itty-bitty.
Oh,
Look,
cute.
okay, yeah. Oops, I can't keep it.
Are those smaller than baby shoes? They look like they
Oh
might.
yes, her feet are tiny. Now,
Oh,
how you like that?
That's cool.
Cute.
Yeah. So Allie, I think maybe Candy's got as many shoes as you do.
Probably.
But I keep it in a dog-shaped bone somebody gave me, and then it has a lid and has little paw
That's a
prints
cute
all
box.
over. Yeah. So it's a nice little storage container.
so
But yeah.
Valerie, I hope that you can. I hope you have it. It didn't even occur to me that you might not do the Black Friday this year.
I'm waiting to see what everybody else wants to do. And I
Well,
have to keep taking breaks because I broke my thumb and it
Yeah.
Oh,
is it?
yeah.
How is
How's
it?
it healing?
I took the brace off it because they want me to try to get more motion in it. I can bend it a little bit now.
Okay.
I've actually been going to physical therapy for a couple of weeks now. So I've got a lot more motion in it than I had. It's still
Right.
like really sore, like really, really sore where it was broken.
Yeah.
And it's still swollen compared to my other.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I still got a
Yeah.
little ways to go with it, but I got that much motion.
Yeah.
I'm
is a-
glad you've got some motion.
Huh?
I'm glad you've got some motion.
Yeah.
Sometimes after you have an injury like that, it takes a while to get any motion back.
It does.
Right.
I've been kind of pushing it, but it's really, really sore where the bone was broke.
I
Well, I'm glad it's healing.
Well, it took them
Yeah.
forever to figure out that the bone was broken.
It did. And I'm
Yeah.
glad that it wasn't displaced because by the time they figured out it was broken, they said it wasn't displaced. So I was happy about that they
So
didn't have
it
to
had
do
been. I just
surgery.
can't. You could have lost usage of it, but and
Yeah.
as long as it took them to figure it out.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of forcing the muscle to work again.
Right.
But I have to be careful because this puts pressure on it when I'm crocheting. So I take breaks. Like I'll take a break and then I'll crochet a little bit more and knit a little bit more. Then I'll take a break again.
Yeah.
It's just putting a lot of pressure on the thumb.
Yeah. Well, I hear you on that, Valerie. I have to take breaks because of all the nerve damage. That's why sometimes I do the loom knitting because it's just really, doing that little hook over. And then sometimes I'm crocheting and it gives me a different, muscles that I'm using. But yeah, I have so much nerve. Candy is just amazing. Like I said, I've got 24 different disabilities / disorders, and Candy does tests for 12 of them. So yeah.
Wow.
And she's done it even in the doctors. Different doctors have seen her.
That's my next project.
She's
Pretty.
done,
It's gonna be pretty
she's
fun.
alerted me. She's alerted me even when the doctor didn't. Like I know one time I was really stressed out because the access driver, that's the handicap public van service, was one of these girls. She's just rude. She doesn't like dogs, and so she just gave me a
I
hard
hate it
time.
when that happens.
Well, so when I got to the doctor, of course, my stress level was really bad. But when she checked my vitals, they were normal.
Oh,
and
good.
And my doctor sees me for an hour, but within that hour, they shot really high, and the doctor didn't even know it. She was talking to me. She was, "Oh, is Candy doing so. I said, yeah, she's alerting me. And then, so she, well, let me check my blood pressure, guys. Don't get scared. Was over 300. I could have had, you know, serious, yeah. My
I
heart
know you
rate,
said don't get scared, but that's a little
but
scary.
my heart rate
Never
was,
even heard of a
listen
blood
to my heart rate. My heart rate was 200 beats.
Holy cow.
Yeah, they wouldn't let me go home. My oxygen dropped down to about 80 because when your blood's rushing that much, you can't get enough oxygen because it's going too fast. And so, yeah, they checked me every 15 minutes. So I had to stay 2 extra hours because they weren't going to let me go home. Yeah. But Candy's the one that knows, alerted me so that the doctor, like I said, the doctor didn't know. She said I didn't act different or look different. I didn't even feel bad like that. You know, like I was just trying to figure out, because some of her alerts are for more than one thing. So I wasn't sure if she was doing my blood pressure or heart rate or whether she was doing all those things. Yeah. So yeah, they were amazed.
It's good
And
that
then-
she was attuned to you.
Yeah, and then she does the other time in the doctor's office, it was a different doctor. It was the other way. My blood pressure was like, I think 60 over 40, and my heart rate was down to 42. And yeah, so I have, yeah, some of it's from my medical problems, some of it's from medicine I have to take, but if I don't take it, then I have more serious things. So it's the lesser of two evils. I have to take the medicine, but that's why Candy will alert to that. And then I have a hiatal hernia. Tonya, do you have a hiatal hernia?
I do not.
Okay, well, mine
Now,
mine is
Archie will
My
alert.
surgery would have taken care of that too.
Yeah,
Well,
my
they
surgery would have taken care of that. Mhm.
but they won't operate on a hiatal hernia unless it's life-threatening, because they have to go in, because it goes through your diaphragm. If anytime they're messing with the diaphragm, they can paralyze your diaphragm in the surgery. And then, of course, if your diaphragm doesn't move, you're dead, because that's what makes you be able to inhale and exhale. So they don't touch that unless it's messing with your, you know, your vitals, like your heart rate or any of those kind of things are going, you know, off. Then they have to operate. But yeah, they don't operate. And my husband kept saying to his, she specialized in hernia surgery. She had a whole team done. They wouldn't touch me with a 10-foot pole, like unless it was life threatening. But yeah, so what happens though is I can aspirate on my food because I get that acid reflux so bad. And I can have it when I sleep. I sleep on a hospital bed at 45-degree angle. So it's kind of like sort of sitting up, but
Oh, we
straight
had
up.
to put, when my younger daughter was little, we had to prop her up on a
Yeah.
45-degree angle, and she would just, it was like a slide for her because she was a
Yeah.
baby. So we'd put her up at the top of the bed, and she would
Yeah.
just slide down.
Why? I do
I
slide,
have
but at
When she
least
was older, she learned
Yeah.
that she could actually use it for a
Yeah.
slide. So she would
Yeah.
climb up to the top, and she would just come right on down. That
yeah.
thing for her. And then I was like, oh well, we can quit doing that now. It's doing no good.
Yeah. But like I said, when I
Remember that, Stellar? Do you remember her doing that?
No, but I have no trouble believing it.
but
Well, with me, what really was going on with me is I had been having morphine and other drugs like it since I was 5 years old.
Oh,
When I had my first surgery at 5 years old, they severed my heel cords. And because I was walking on point, my heels had not touched the ground for the first 5 years of my life.
wow.
And so they severed the heel cords to bring the foot down, but that's incredibly painful.
Yeah.
And so they would give me like codeine, morphine, stuff like that. And all that medicine all my life with muscle relaxers is common when you have cerebral palsy.
Right.
Then too, and we didn't know back then I have a morphine allergy. And it
Wow.
caused my stomach, I would get sick because of the allergy, I would, get
Yes.
sick. Not only did it destroy the enamel on my teeth, but when they went to do the weight loss surgery, they found that the bottom of my stomach and part of my intestines had already started to turn black.
Mm-mm.
Wow. Wow.
And
We've
so
been
they
joined
had
by Bob's the Builder, by the way, in chat. So, hi, Bobs. How are you?
Hi, Bob. Yeah,
and so they had to take more than what they planned to
Right.
fix the stuff that was already wrong. That's why the doctor
Right.
said if you didn't elect to have this weight loss surgery, you were going to have it one way or another.
Yeah. Yeah.
And by that
Right.
point, I was 350 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand.
But now you've
Um,
lost a huge amount of weight.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm still losing. So my goal,
Yeah.
my end goal weight is 160.
Yeah. That's great.
Wow. Very
Yeah.
good.
I went from pants that were a 3X, 4X pant to a large.
Great.
Well,
Great.
that
Great.
sounds great.
Yeah. But with my hernia,
I got to turn on some more music, y'all. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, no, but like when I'm sleeping at night, I can still have that acid reflux, and so the food can come up. Candy can tell before that happens. What happens is I get like a really faint. It's not even a cough. It's like when you try to clear your throat, she'll hear me go, and she'll come and wake me up. If I don't respond, she'll start licking my orifices, like my eyes, nose, ears, and all that. And then she'll literally start barking really loud to wake me up. And I keep cold water by the bed. So if I drink that, it makes it go back down. But she's literally saved my life because I could have aspirated on that. And if you don't die from drown, because you basically are drowning on food, if you don't die from that, you can get pneumonia from it, which again can be life threatening. So she has saved my life many a time with that acid reflex. Yeah.
It's funny, and I don't know if Tomlin ever did this, Gayle, or not, but Archer, I have two friends who are diabetic. He was not trained for diabetic alert at all. He alerts to their low blood sugar. We were in choir practice for Christmas choir last year, and I'm on the opposite end of the church from her because I'm an alto, she's a soprano. And he gets up from under the pew, goes all the way around the church to the other side of the choir, and gets in her lap to let her know that her blood sugar had dropped.
Wow, that's impressive,
Yes.
especially from that distance.
He's a really great for that.
Yeah.
I'm with her a lot, and he constantly, her and my other friend
Yeah.
Peggy, he will alert to their low blood sugar.
Yeah, but that's not uncommon for them, especially like you said, if he's very close to that person. Like I have a really close friend, and we went to see that movie. What the guy from Mercy Me hit the movie? What is it? I Can Only Imagine. Well, in one part, she knew I was getting, anxious for the part of the movie. So Candy was tasking for me to calm down. Well, the funny thing is when, because we're in those big lounge, when she was done with me, she went over to my friend, which has the same problem, and started tasking to her. And she went on Facebook and told her that she never knew that service dogs could, help people that they weren't even trained to be with. But what you said, Tonya, Candy has, I have a couple of friends at church that have diabetes, but I have one friend that has seizures. Now she has
I'm one of those.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, we had Tomlin had to learn how to do his DPTs. So
Yeah.
Yep, Archer had to learn the same thing. Yep.
But
Tomlin learned how to alert for asthma with me.
Yeah.
I would be asleep, and I don't know if it's because the dog's hearing is so much better than humans.
When I asked, sorry, Gayle.
No, go ahead.
When I asked the same question of the trainer at CARES, because he started bringing me my inhaler, and I'm like, I feel fine. And then like 5 minutes later, I'm having an asthma attack. She
Yeah.
said they can hear the change in your breathing, and they've learned to, when they hear that, they've seen us use like the inhalers and nebulizers.
Right.
I use both. I have 2 inhalers and a nebulizer on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So he saw over and over again, Mom's doing this when she started to rattle. So since they can hear so well, that Megan said that he put it together. I had him trained for 3 major disabilities, but he's taught himself
Yes.
so much more.
Yeah,
And I know
they
you
can-
said Tomlin was doing that too.
Yeah, Tomlin would. I would be wheezing at night, asleep, or I guess I didn't know it, but I would wake up. You know how you can tell somebody's staring at you, and sometimes I would wake up and his face would be like right here,
Right. Yeah.
or he'd be licking me, and I'd wake up, and then I could hear myself after I woke up. I could hear myself wheezing, so I'm like,
Right.
oh, this is probably why he woke me up, and
Yeah. Sometimes it sounds like you've got pop rocks in your chest.
Yeah.
Hey, busy lady. Hi, busy lady.
Hi, busy
Hi,
lady.
busy.
Hey.
Hi, busy lady.
Yeah. Well, I don't have
Hey,
asthma.
we're just glad to see you.
Oh yeah. Because I don't have asthma, but I do have allergies, and sometimes it makes me sound like I'm wheezing, and it's really because of my mouth gets so dry, and so Candy will let me know I'm supposed to get a drink. But originally she just did 3 tasks, and a lot of the tasks she's learned just by knowing me. Like she learned to naturally alert me to when my neuropathy, when my legs were going to fold up, and that was not something I trained her. But then I shaped it into a task. But yeah, that's why the only thing that I'll tell you what, the only thing that upsets me, Tonya and Gayle, is when place will say that they can train a dog to alert to seizures, and they cannot do that. They have to have that natural ability. They can, what is it? They can,
Well, they can. They can train a dog to react to a seizure situation.
Right, but we're
not
talking about dogs alerting. The dogs that do natural alert, they're telling the person before they have the seizure. You're talking about response. They can teach them to respond, but they cannot teach them to alert. That is a natural ability. Now, certain, like if you have a male and female dog that you've bred, and they do that, that natural, a lot of times they'll have puppies that can do that. But that's a red flag when an organization, we definitely can train them to alert. And I said, and I'll say, you mean respond? No, we're saying alert. They'll tell you 10 minutes before you can have a seizure. I said, no, you cannot. That they can have that natural ability, and you shape it.
And that comes with the bonding. I mean, it's not even, they have
well,
to
they
really
don't even know what the dog, how the dog is alerting. They don't know what they're picking up on. Are they picking up, subtle movements in your eyes? They don't know exactly how that dog knows that in 15 or 20 minutes, you're going to have a seizure.
The way a doctor explained it to me, because see, 2 hours after I met Archie, he started pawing at my shoe.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure out what was going on, and because I'd never had a service dog before.
Yeah.
And then it got in my lap and was literally in my face. And Mom and the trainer are both asking me, are you feeling okay? Are you okay? And I had a seizure, a petit mal in the class.
Yeah. See, that was a natural ability that he had.
Not all of it, no. The doctor that I was talking to about it said some people, their smell will change, just like a diabetic, before they have a seizure. And that's what he reacts to.
Yeah.
They said that possibly my smell is changing, and then that he's picking up on that.
Yeah.
So that's how it was explained to me.
Yeah, but it varies from dog, because some dogs they think are picking up on subtle eye changes, like is one eye, blinking faster than another, because that's a sign, but it's a very subtle sign, but they can pick up on. But like I said, they've done a lot of studies, and they're not sure because it can vary. Like you said, some dogs can alert because of the smell, some because of that. Sometimes there's some other things that are going on. They're not sure, so that's why that they can't do the train for the alert, because one dog will notice that you smell funny when another will alert to you, but it's because they
and you
notice
also
something
have
else.
to have seizures very regularly. If you're not having seizures frequently, the dog won't know what to pick up on. Like I was online and I had the seizure during the live stream a couple of years ago. Tomlin didn't know.
Yeah.
That was the first one I had, and I don't know how long.
See, my friend she was having sometimes up to 15 seizures a day. She's now down to about 15 a week. But she had them like, they were frequent. And some she didn't always go totally out. Some of them she just got unresponsive, but you could wave your hand in your face and she didn't respond to her name. Her eyes didn't blink. They looked glassy. And then other times she would be laying out. So
but I don't know what those are called. My family calls those fugue seizures. Because like my cousin likes to tease me, the lights are on, but there ain't nobody home.
I can describe my seizures like that on more than one occasion.
I can sometimes I can see you and hear you, but I can't move, I can't react, I'm frozen.
Yeah. Well, when you're talking about
like that,
to the wall, just about.
Yeah. But you know what? I have a friend, her dog alerts to they have more than one dog, and one of the dog has seizures, and her service dog not only alerts to her seizures, but she alerts to the dog's seizures before the dog has a seizure. That's amazing. That's really and what it does, when it knows the other dog is going to have seizure, because I think they got 3 dogs, it'll corral the dog away from everybody so that it can, have a safe place to be. So so when they know when she's she's what do you call the dogs that do that?
Herding?
Yeah, herding dogs. Yeah, the ones that are usually like black and white. What do you call those breeds?
Sheepdogs?
I can't think. What?
Sheepdog?
The border collie?
No, not sheepdog.
Border collie?
Border collie. It's a border collie. And so it alerts the lady's seizure, but the dog too. And I thought that is so amazing that this dog will herd this dog by itself, and the dog doesn't fight the other dog. It'll lay down. Now, if the dog was to do it any other time when it's not when it's feeling fine, they would wrestle and play. But I think the dog realizes, hey, you're trying to help me, and it'll stay wherever she pushes it to. But I thought that's amazing that it relates to the human and the animal seizure. That is interesting.
Yeah, that's one thing. I was talking with the place that I got Archer from, and I told him, and I'm sure Gayle can know how I feel here, but I have a TBI. I have a traumatic brain injury, and there are things that come with that have to be dealt with differently, and you really need a service dog that can pick up on some of that, because you really need the help, and sometimes, and Stellar can probably tell you, you'll be with the person who has the TBI, but you don't understand what's going on. They could be having a problem, a seizure or a fit, and you don't know it because it doesn't look like it on the outside.
Exactly.
And
sure, Mom feels that way about my seizures. I am sure. Mine are not.
I was going to say, you and Stellar, you and Gayle probably really understand that. And I told the place I got Archer, I said, listen, I know it's going to be hard because you can't put a hard fast, you got this, because I can literally say, folks, I'm brain dead.
Yeah.
But I have a spot of death in my, brain death and then damage area after that. And that's got to be dealt with differently because of my needs for help, and they're like, well, it's going to take us a little longer because I needed such a big dog because I was 350 when I applied for Archer.
Right.
And that's another reason that it took me so long, but I had a laundry list of things I wanted them to have him help me with. But they were pretty good about it.
But he's a good fit,
and they were
too.
honest if they couldn't help about some of them.
Well, and one of the reasons too, I mean, some of this, the ability to pick up on some of these things kind of goes with the breed sometimes.
Yes.
When we were starting the research process for Tomlin, we kept reading about Huskies because they bond so very tightly. They had a little bit more likelihood. Wolf dogs, Huskies, Malamutes. And that's one of the reasons why we got a Husky. But the trade-off was he hates cats. I mean,
oh wow,
he loves cats. He would just love one for dinner.
Well, yeah, he would. Lunch. But, I mean, it was just his brain would just shut off, and I'm like, we had to kind of work around that. But one of my problems with the traumatic brain thing is mine is memory, and so. He would, he knows your routine. And when you get out of the routine, the dog starts, letting you know.
Oh, warning. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I hear you, Gayle, because Candy reminds me to take my medicine. But she also, because I know I can get so engrossed in doing something on the computer or sewing that I'll forget to eat. And she'll let me know I need to eat. Because I only eat twice a day, and then I have a snack. Well, I got Candy set up on that same thing. So when she alerts me to eat, she's also telling me to take my medicine. And I could be at a friend's house, or I can be in the grocery store. Like the other day, I had forgot to have a snack because I'm there like 3 hours. And I need to take my medicine, and Candy was alerting me. And I said, and I had a lot of my groceries picked out, so I had one of the employees, because they know me, they watched my cart so I wouldn't get, because otherwise I'll put everything back on the shelf. So she watched my cart while I went outside, and I took my medicine and ate something, and then I give Candy her little treat. So
well, now someone never would remind me if I forgot to eat, but if I forgot to feed it.
Archer definitely lets you know. Hey, wait a minute.
Well, see, that's what I do.
Gosh.
Well, see,
Valerie, when they with Tomlin, we usually fed him or gave him mistreated about the same time, so he knew.
Yeah, that's right.
Do your pets remind you if you're late for
right? That's what I'm saying. I have her meals coincide with mine. Another thing that I'm trying to think of. Candy will not let me oversleep. That's another thing, because if I sleep too long, I miss my medicine. Speaking
of eating, guys, I'm gonna have to head out. And
thank you, Stellar.
I need to go walk Archer.
I'm gonna have
my phone battery's dead.
Like 9 let's call it.
Yeah, but what I was saying was,
I think
Candy
just left too.
Yeah, Candy will.
I can stay down for another 10.
Yeah, Candy will.
9 o'clock.
Yeah, that's great.
Another 11 minutes.
Yeah, but Candy will wake me up, and then she'll go after she knows I'm awake and got up. Her little stinker will get back in the bed and want to be covered up. Like, okay, I did my job now. Goodbye. And she'll go back to sleep. So she'll get me up at 5 and go back to bed. Like, I'm not getting up this early. Yeah, but they are smart. Yeah. We left poor Valerie. What do you want to say? We kind of left you out of the conversation.
It's like
that's okay.
About her pets.
I'm just listening.
Yeah,
I got to meet Tomlin, and I enjoyed meeting Tomlin.
I was kind of worried about Tomlin with your cat. I was like, oh,
the cat's outside. I haven't seen the cat in a while, actually. It came with the house. I mean, it was
okay.
It was a stray that was here. We don't have pets because we travel too much, and we don't.
Okay.
we don't stay in one place too long. We're always doing something. So it's not fair to have a pet if you don't have the time to dedicate to a pet. So we don't have pets.
Okay.
So
I didn't realize that the cat went with the house.
when the cat came with the house, the neighbors said, because I was asking, they have cats. And I said, which ones are your cats? And she told me, and she said, the black and white cat is yours. And I said, it is. It's like, yeah, it came with the house. It stays with the house. And so,
well, I mean, I have a question. Valerie, is it a feral cat?
I'm sorry, Gayle.
Is that your bonus gift?
I get, that and the skunks that came too.
Yeah. Yeah. But Valerie, is it a feral cat?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I have a friend, she has the same thing. Somehow somebody got them, and they got them both neutered. It's a male and a female. They're a team. But anyways, they're feral, and they have the same thing. But it actually goes between their house and the house next door. So they take turns putting food and water out for them. But they won't come near people, but they stay on that property. Yeah. They call them their guard cat because it'll sit in, like if the UPS guy or FedEx comes, they'll sit by the door. They don't do nothing to the people, but they'll sit there. And that's the only time that they'll come anywhere close to people and I think they know the Chewy box has food that they like in there. So
oh my gosh, thank you, Over 50 and Fantabulous. Thank you so much.
Oh yes.
I appreciate that super chat so much. Thank you.
Oh yes.
She's awesome lady.
Yes.
She is.
How are you doing, over 50? Over 50, how are you doing? Did you hear me? I hope they hear me. Yeah. Over 50, how are you doing? Did you hear me?
I hope she's doing okay. I've been praying because of her work situation, because she's had some folks at work that got sick with COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Plum Bob says he's off for his ride. So have a good time, Plum Bob.
Yes.
Plum Bob.
Thank you for joining us. Yes. And I'll make sure you get the good prizes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Amen. Over 50.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very much amen.
Yes. Yes.
I got to get back up to it. There we go.
Yes.
I really appreciate this mod over 50.
Yes.
Y'all, earlier this year when I was having some problems, her donation really helped, like pay for meds and stuff. It was a huge help.
That's beautiful.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, and she's got the thing right here. This is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice.
She's right.
That's why I said amen to that. Yeah. 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 Oh, she has to work this weekend. Oh, wow.
Well, I hope it goes well for you and smoothly.
Yes.
She's very careful. She protects herself and, sanitizes her hands and everthing. She's very careful.
Have to be.
Yeah.
We're doing temp checks and everything at work, but it's still scary.
Yeah, well, like I said, my neighbor next door had got it, but the health department came in right the next day, and
Me too, over 50.
they came in the biohazard and sprayed all our common areas. Nobody got it but the one person. So, and like I didn't have contact with her, but because she lived right next door to me, and healthcare workers weren't going in and out, I was concerned on that. But yeah, I didn't have any problem. But I was really appreciated how fast they came in and disinfected the whole building. Yeah,
that's wonderful.
That's really great.
Because a lot of apartments, they don't care.
Right. Well, there's 185 apartments and 12 floors, so they would have, and they're all either senior or handicapped or both, and so Yeah, it could have really spiraled out of control. But the funny thing was the guy came in that, the like from the movie with the whole thing on, the shoes and all. And then he has his backpack with this sprayer. He looked from like Ghostbusters. And it's a foam they spray, and it sticks to everything, gets into cracks. It even gets into the little sockets where you plug things in. And it only takes 10 minutes to dry, but they say to stay in your apartment for an hour because just the lingering fumes, if you have any like allergies to perfume or aerosols, it can make you feel a little woozy. So yeah, so we stayed in our apartment for an hour. But yeah, so we said Ghostbusters came in and did that. But yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
any kind of time that they're spraying stuff like that, anything, I think it's a wise idea to either leave the building completely
Yeah.
or stay encapsulated in your
Yeah,
apartment.
they didn't want us to leave. They wanted us to stay in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but like I said, the sad part was that she recuperated from the virus and came home for a month, and then she ended up passing away. But it was because she lost some. She was very small frame to begin with, and she lost even more weight, and she just never gained that weight back.
Right.
And I think, yeah, that is, she had to put her cat to sleep a month before she contracted the virus. So I think she kind of lost the will to live. And what set it all off was she fell and broke her hip, and nobody in the building got the virus. She got it from actually the hospital, which was sad. Yeah. Yeah, when she was in the hospital for 4 weeks. When they went in, and when she first went in, they tested her and she was negative. And then the day she was going home, they tested her again. And that's why a week later they said that she did have the virus, but she didn't come out of her apartment. So, nobody was exposed to it. But yeah, that's what the people don't understand. It's not just like getting, the normal pneumonia. It attacks other, like I've had friends in their 40s get it, and it messes with your kidneys. It can do all kinds of different things now. Your vascular system and all that. Yeah, so it's not just, your typical pneumonia kind of virus. But yeah, so I can understand that, Stella, to be concerned as careful as we are. We still got to just, realize that this is not some little simple, oh, I'll be over it in a couple of days kind of thing.
Yeah. I tell you, I hope people will start taking it seriously because flu season is going to be upon us and we'll have the double whammy. So people just got to listen and take it seriously.
Yeah.
But then we all know how people are,
Well, you know what they said was when all this was hitting, that they said that there were no cases of people dying from the flu this last season which is kind of odd. Yeah.
Wow.
So the height of the flu season, people got the flu, but they didn't die of it. They were dying from the coronavirus. So I thought that's kind of odd that nobody, because usually, there's thousands of people die every year of the flu. Yeah.
Well, they're starting to get flu shots around here, so I'm getting mine.
Yeah, well, you know what? In our area, they're telling us that we can get it faster going to the pharmacies in the store because none of the doctor offices in our areas have them yet. They haven't even sent out an email of when they're going to get it. So usually they send them an email like a month before they get their stock of flu shots. So, because I was at my doctor's just last week, and she said she couldn't give it to me because they had none available, and they didn't even know when they would have it available. So she said, and I went to a different doctor, and they said the same thing, that it's best to go like CVS or I shop at Myers, so they have flu shots right now. So Wednesday I'm gonna get my flu shot.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
I got my
I
last couple
usually get
vaccines
sick
at
after I do.
my pharmacy. Pepe, the last flu shot, all of that.
Well, they have a pharmacy in the store, and then I'll also probably get my pneumonia shot because I think it's been quite a while since I got that. So I'll get the flu and the pneumonia shot.
For tetanus booster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, here it is. It's 9 o'clock. So
Yeah.
our hour, and we've doubled it.
Yes.
Does anybody have anything they want to say before we go?
Why do you ask that? Because we're going to talk for another hour.
Yeah.
Sure.
And
Let's talk less than an hour. Because
and
like
you
I
can't-
have dinner coming out of the oven.
and you can't do that to over 50. She just got on.
That is true. You're gonna
That-
make me
that-
feel guilty.
Yes, I have to. We have to give
And
you the
she's
guilt
asking what Valerie's knitting.
Oh, I'm knitting a blanket.
And it's beautiful.
I just
Yeah.
love those colors.
It's part
Mhm.
knitted and part crocheted.
I was gonna say it kind of looks like the color on my shirt. Yeah, I've got palm trees on my shirt. I don't know if you can.
Kind of looks like shimmery water.
So you
Yeah.
can you see the palm trees? Yeah, it kind of matches
Oh,
the
that's
blanket.
cool.
Yeah, that's why I said I might have to buy that off of her.
Thank you.
Well, I tell you, if you wind up having the Black Friday, I'm gonna have to save up to buy some of your work.
Yeah.
Do you want to see the other two?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, I'm almost at the end of my string here.
Oh, I was gonna say you're at the end of your
Okay.
rope.
Okay, hang on.
She's making an Afghan, Lynn, and we always do, or for the past few years, we've done a Black Friday fundraiser that goes to her church. And she was talking about maybe doing blankets.
Ooh, I like that one even better, Valerie.
Oh,
I
that
think
is
I like
true.
that one. I like that one even a little bit more.
I don't know.
That one, but I like the blue one better.
I mean,
I
they're
like the blue, but I like that black.
the black one.
Yeah.
They can either be like lap robes or baby blankets. They're the size of like a baby blanket.
Uh-huh.
That's
That's
pretty.
my favorite.
But my favorite is the black and then the blue one.
I
I'm
don't.
not a purple girl.
The black is pretty, but I got kind of
The light
taken
blue.
off of black when we had Tomlin because he'd have all these little 1-inch white hairs. So
And I
it didn't
have
show
a
up much
baby.
on blue.
I have a full length baby blanket too.
Absolutely gorgeous. I agree, Lynn.
And this baby blanket has a little hat with it.
Aw. Now that's something I can use for my
Aw.
great
Wow.
grandbaby.
That's pretty
My,
too.
oh, but he's a boy. He won't like Pete. Yeah, I can't get
This is like full length, a full length
Yeah.
baby blanket. But I think this one's gonna go for Black Friday too. If we do Black Friday,
Nice.
I just don't. Somebody will have to give me some idea what to sell them for.
Yeah. That's the hard thing is price, You don't want to make them too high, but you don't want to make them too cheap either. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe look on eBay and just talk to people.
Check Etsy, maybe.
Yeah.
But look on Pinterest. You can get an idea of what they charge for things too. Yeah.
And also, hang on. I'm doing these two. Is I'm making pot holders.
Ooh, red. Yeah, I like the red.
So I have a lot of different Christmas pot holders. If you can see the patterns, it's Christmassy.
Red is my color. And I've loved red since I was 5 years old. Yeah.
But I have a whole lot of those that I'm gonna sell too.
All right. Yeah.
So it'll all go to help to feed hungry children.
For good
Yes.
cause.
Yes.
And I love that it's through the church too, because churches, it's just awesome when churches can do that. Not every church does.
Yeah.
Well, I told you that Bombay Socks donated socks, right?
I
don't think you I don't remember that, you mentioning that, but it's awesome.
They donated 1,000 pairs of socks.
Wow.
no way.
I used to get them from a company in North Carolina that would collect socks and then like give them to charities. And they like stopped doing it. So I saw like where Bombay was saying buy a pair and they give a pair to someone in need. So I went on the website and I put a little thing on there. I like sent them a message and they said that they would approve an order for me and they didn't charge me shipping or anything. I mean, there was no cost
Wow.
to it. And then they showed up on my doorstep, 1,000 pairs of socks.
Whoa.
We
So
got
some
we
are
got some
children.
Bombay socks in an arbor, and they seemed very high quality and very well made.
They're awesome. They're awesome socks. And
So how big was the package, Valerie?
there was like 4 huge boxes.
Oh my goodness.
So I did like 250 children's size, 250 like teenage size, 250 extra large, and 250 large. So it's like cut into each box of 250. So I'm going to take some of the littler ones and put them in the Christmas stockings and then donate them because we do the backpacks for the children. And
Right.
For the food.
so I'm going to donate them to the school for the children in need that's at the A.M. Davis School. I'm going to just donate them all to them. The rest of them will go to our homeless event, our people, families facing homelessness that happens in November.
Okay.
Because we usually have like 800 or so people come through that. And I'm sure there's going to be more need this year with people and stuff.
Well,
So
unemployment, that $600 bonus was helping a lot of families, and now it's gone to 3, and I'm not sure how long that's going to last. But here in Tennessee, you get like 2/3 of your pay while you're unemployed, but that doesn't happen in every state. Some states it's a whole lot less, and
right.
Wow.
I think evictions are going to be up soon, and the whole demand on the food pantry is going to be up. I mean, up is in increasing.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I do know with the food stamps, they've been giving us, no matter what you normally get, you still get your normal amount of food stamps, plus you get up to 199 per person on food stamps. And then I think, like when you got kids, like if you got, like if 2 adults, they each get 199, and then each child that they have gets another 50 on there. And that's automatically loaded onto your EBD card. And so I thought we had got all our payments, but we got another one this morning, and it's across the board. So it doesn't matter what state you live in. And like I said, it's not even based on your income. If you have an EBD card, we've been receiving that extra money for the food. Yeah, I think I'm going to use it to replenish my emergency stuff.
If you're in a situation where your family is stressed and you're food insecure, and then your kids are suddenly home from school, or if you're a senior citizen who has been relying on going to the senior citizens center for lunch or breakfast every week, depending on which one they do, then all of a sudden, if you don't have that, then that puts a lot more pressure on your resources. And people don't understand that food stamps were originally not designed to go through the entire month. They were
supplemental nutrition.
Right.
Thinking that the family
leaving.
and that's not happening, not anymore.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to have to bounce for real this time.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
It's been good talking to you, hun. We'll talk to you later.
It's been good talking to everybody.
Thanks for being on, Stellar. Bye.
Bye, Stellar. Yeah. I love how Lynn puts it with "We are the Lord's boots on the ground."
Yes.
And right now, I put in the chat too, I think right now it's even more important for churches to continue the programs and to things like that, because kids are still going to be hungry, but more importantly, I think if we stop doing things, I think that we have a real risk of forgetting that we are the Lord's boots on the ground and that we are the church. Because when you can't, we're meeting online, and there's such a tendency to not look at things online in the same way as you do things that are offline.
Yeah.
And we just need reasons to be reminded that we are the church, that God put us here for a reason. And I'm going to stop preaching now because I can go on all night.
No, you need it.
That.
Right, but it needs to be said, yeah.
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 So Valerie, I hope you have the fundraiser, but I understand if you don't.
Well, I'm going to wait and see what Pat says. And I know that I had talked to the girls, Tack and Brenda, and they want to do it. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
We
if
may
everyone
not-
wants to do it, I'm good with it.
Yeah. We may not raise as much money this year, but
we still are going to make an attempt. That's why I figure, you know, if I have something, well, I was doing this just to compete with Tack and Brenda, but because I like a good competition. But, you know, maybe if we have something they can purchase, it may be more apt to spend because they can give it away as a Christmas gift or something.
Right, right.
I'm going to
That's why I
make
would-
a story for it too when I have time.
Well, that's what I'm going to be doing with my church. I'm going to have a couple of my paintings have a silent auction, and they can set, you know, the time frame of this, and then whoever, you know, gets the last bid in with the highest bidder, then, you know, at that time, then they'll give it to that person, and that raises, you know, more money than if I just outsold it, because somebody, a lot of people really like when they had an art show last summer, I was selling out of things that I had to get people's names and phone numbers because I ran out of coasters and different items and some of my miniature paintings. So
That is a wonderful.
but this way, if somebody wants it really bad, they're gonna have a bidding war and get some extra cash in that way. Yeah.
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 All right, well, you all, I'm going to have to go. Let's give it about
Yeah.
2 more minutes here until
Yeah.
9:15.
Yes.
And then we're going to call it a night here. But I just really appreciate you ladies. And Mel
Well, I
Mel was on
appreciate
here
you guys.
earlier, and I appreciate him too.
Yes.
So
It's been fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yes.
really appreciate it. Because this is like my night of the week. I don't know about y'all, but
I do look forward to this. Yep. Saturday nights are my, yep.
so in the next 2 minutes, is there anything you guys want to say?
I think I'm okay.
No? All of a sudden we got quiet.
Nothing pressing.
Okay. So keep us posted, Val. Send me a little PM
Yeah.
whenever you decide.
Okay.
But I'm
Yeah.
up for trying if you guys want to. So
Yeah.
yeah. So anyhow, this has been a great live stream. Does Candy still have her hat on?
No, she's asleep. She goes to sleep exactly at 9 o'clock every night. And it is like when you talk about the time, she does, but she'll wake up in an hour to remind me from my medicine and her bedtime snack. But she goes to sleep like clockwork. I don't care where we could be. We were at a church concert and there was loud music and she was sleeping. It was 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Yep.
She'll be snoring. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Well, you all, thank you. Lynn, if you're still here, when is your next live stream? Do you know? She says it's her bedtime. I may have just missed her on that.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
go
I like
check her out.
Right. Sometimes she just gets inspiration to have a live stream. And she'll
Right. Yes.
hop on and not, you know, and it's
Right.
not like scheduled.
Yeah.
And those are always the coolest live streams with her. I just
Yeah.
I love that.
Well,
And
she's
there's a lot of times
spontaneous.
where, like at night, I'll fall asleep listening to her. But then the problem is, of course, I don't wake up to comment. But it's just so nice. It's relaxing. She tells it like it is.
Yeah.
She's on point with the scriptures. It's just,
Mhm.
yeah, she's great.
But yeah, I do like when she's spontaneous like that, Valerie. Yeah. Yeah.
Scheduled is nice too, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I mean, it's nice. It's nice to have both. You know, scheduled and spontaneous. Yeah.
it is. All right, you all, thank you so much for coming out. I hope you
Yes.
have a fabulous weekend.
Yes.
Thank you.
And have
guys.
a great week too.
Okay. Y'all take care
All
and
right.
see you Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.